Very good afternoon to everyone. I'm Dr. Devika, and first of all, I would like to thank Biani Group of Colleges, especially Dr. Sanjay Biani sir, for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this vision and mission of spreading education online and reaching out to the masses. So let me share my PPT first with you. So today I'm here to celebrate with you our new normal. And in this process, in the pandemic times, I will talk about how we can enhance our employability skills while staying at home, staying safe, and maintaining social distance. Uh, so first of all, I would like to ask a weird question. Why do we study? Why do we go to school? Why do we go to college, acquire degree? Is it surely for the academic sake, or we just want to acquire these degrees? No, is it our ultimate goal? I don't think so. Everyone will agree with me that it is not our ultimate goal. Our ultimate goal is to acquire knowledge so that we can get placed, be in our dream job, get settled in life, have a decent standard of living, and excel professionally and personally. And for this reason, we study hard. And since our childhood, we had been hearing from our elders, our seniors, our parents, everyone that we should study hard, get good grades to get into a good job or the job you are aspiring for. But my question is, are good grades enough to place you in the dream job or the job you are aspiring for? I don't think so. I differ here. It is not just your good grades that help you reach to your ultimate goal. There are many other things that go into, or the many other skills that go into while in your quest to reach to your goal and to get into your dream job. And that is what we are going to talk about today. So before starting off, let's look into the recruitment process accepted and adopted by most of the governmental and non-governmental organizations, including multinational companies and corporates. It is divided into four stages. A few of the organizations may skip one or two among them, but generally this is the flow, how it goes. So first is you send your resume, your CV, or a biodata, and then a written test is conducted. Then comes the turn of the group discussion or jam, that is just a minute. Once you have cleared the written test, and after that, final stage is your personal or the technical interview. Technical interview is generally conducted for the students coming from the technical backgrounds like engineering and MBA, or from IT or the computer science sector. One more thing I would like to talk about here is a resume, CV, or biodata. These are three words which are used interchangeably by most of us, although they carry a different meaning and are made differently by different personnel. A resume is made by a fresher who does not have any kind of work experience, and it is generally of 1 to 1.5 pages. While CV is generally made by people who have acquired some work experience, and it is little larger than your resume. So it is around 2 to 5 pages. And then biodata is also asked by certain organizations, especially in the governmental sector like police, army, armed forces, banks, etc., which includes your statistics, your personal as well as your professional, your academic information. So, as we all know, this is the COVID time, and and from the earlier times also, we had been sending our resume through electronic mail or email, and we generally end up sending it through a Word file. I will suggest all the students, and everybody rather, we should always send a resume in the PDF form. You can save a Word file on your desktop, your computer, or your mobile, but always send the your resume or your CV in the PDF form, because that keeps you safe from the alignment being getting wrong or other problems. One more tip I would like to give to everyone: we generally leave making this resume or CV to the last academic year of ours. We should rather start making it from the very first year of our academics, especially once we get into the college, because that will give you a guideline as to what all skills we are lagging behind, especially to help us get into the job we are aspiring for. And if you really want to fill into your resume by acquiring those skills, it is always good to have a guideline. There are plethora of templates available online. You can select the most professional, which is attractive, but at the same time simple and crisp, does not involve too much of acquire too much of space. For that, you can also use certain infographics as shown on the left side of your screens. These small icons on the infographics take very less space in your CV and give ample information about yourself. So once you have sent your resume in the PDF form, and you have been selected, the second stage comes the written test. Now here comes the question that whether your academic qualification or your subject knowledge is enough to appear for the written test. No, because most of the written tests involve they ask for their reasoning, your verbal and non-verbal reasoning abilities, your mental ability, your aptitude, English, general knowledge, current affairs, which you have probably not acquired in your academic process. And while sitting at home and keeping yourself safe, how can you acquire all this knowledge? I have certain tips for you. First, there are a few books I would like to suggest, especially for the mathematical aptitude and reasoning part. One is the Verbal and Nonverbal Reasoning by Dr. R.S. Agarwal. And then if you want to go more in depth, you can take up the Puzzles to Puzzle You by Shakuntala Devi. And there are many other books available. But the question is, if you buy the hard copy of this book, definitely you are going to throw yourself to risk in this, especially in the COVID times. So there is one web portal or the website called Library Genesis, which offers you a plethora of books from all screens, across the screens, and gives you books on academics and even novels and storybooks, which are available in the PDF form, and they are absolutely free. So you can download these books from Library Genesis, and even this Dr. R.S. Agarwal and Shakuntala Devi are available on this website. Apart from this, as far as your acquiring general knowledge and current affairs is concerned, you can log into manorama-yearbook.in for getting all the information about what is happening around you. Then, or you can also download the newspaper apps available for Android and even Play Store. Like you can download Economic Times, Indian Express, Times of India, etc. And you can get notifications each day about what is happening around you. It is very important to keep yourself updated. Apart from that, if you are preparing for the competitive exams and written tests of various jobs in the government and the non-government sector, there are a few preparatory apps available just on a click of a button. These preparatory apps like UPSC Pathshala, Test Funda, Career Launcher, Online Tayari. Then there's another one, Prep Guru, online mock test, which gives you the preparatory material for 222 exams being conducted in India and online. These will help you prepare in a better way and while still sitting at home only. So once you have prepared for the written test exam, As far as enriching your resume so that at first place your resume gets selected, there are two skills you have to acquire. One is your soft skill and another is your technical skills. As far as the soft skills are concerned, they are the universal skills which are required by most of the recruiters uh, all throughout the sectors, irrespective of what stream you are coming for. And these are kind of a mandatory skills everyone should possess. Uh, and these skills include communication skills, interpersonal skills, problem solving skills, leadership skills, adaptability, teamwork, etc. Now, the question arises that how can we improve on our networking or interpersonal skills while sitting at home because we cannot meet people personally? How can we improve on your communication skills when we cannot take part in public debates or in public speaking or group discussions because we are not supposed to expose ourselves physically. I will take all these things step by step, uh, which you can do sitting at home at your own cozy place. So first comes the communication skills. How can you attain confidence while speaking? How can you be fluent in speaking while sitting at home only? One thing, COVID has actually adversely affected our lives and our economy, but definitely has thrown certain opportunity towards us. And one of the best being the online education and online networking. So there are various webinars, there are various seminars, virtual seminars being conducted online, wherein you can register yourself and present your thoughts, your work, your innovations, or your research work, and be a part of that conference, and as well as attain confidence while presenting. Apart from that, if students or somebody who's preparing for the exams has a group of his or her own of friends, they can indulge in group discussions or debates online. There are various networking sites like Google Meet, GeoMeet, then Cisco Weber, and Zoom. And even WhatsApp is helping you connect with 8 people in a row at one time. So you can actually, decide and get together and decide a topic, and then discuss and debate on a certain topic and exchange ideas, which will give you the confidence to speak as well as improve your fluency. Apart from this, you can watch documentaries and TV shows, especially English news channels. You can write blogs or make vlogs on YouTube channels. This is the most appropriate and opportune time to hone this skill. Then, as far as personal networking is concerned, which is not possible physically these days, although personal networking we are already doing through these social networking sites like Facebook or WhatsApp or Instagram, but somehow, and I'm really happy that TikTok has been banned. That was a ridiculous app. Somehow, but these apps are not fruitful as far as your business networking or professional networking is concerned. For this, there are few websites available wherein you can get connected to the like-minded and people having the same kind of interest, like LinkedIn and Zing. Everyone should have an account on LinkedIn and try to get connected to more and more people who are expert in the field you want to get into, because this may help you get more references, and probably one of them can be your recruiter too. Zing is moreover catering to the German and Spanish business corporates, or the corporates. And if people who want to get into their startups, they want to especially the people who are from the IT sector or computer science sector, or even if you want to work in a startup. Angel List is one app or web networking site wherein you can get yourself registered and get connected to the people who are involved in startups. And even you can, if you have an innovative idea and you want to start your own business or your own startup, you can get connected to the angel investors also. Apart from that, there's another meetup which divides you into groups of like-minded people and suggests you the events which are happening of your interest. Then another one is Udyog Mitra Jobs, which offers you jobs as well as helps you get connected with the corporates of your sector. Now, this is the time which has to make you more, which is the time when you have to make yourself more adaptable to the current situation and the future prospects. And among them, one is the kind of jobs which are going to crop in because of this pandemic. There will be a plethora of jobs available, especially in the digital and the IT sector. So I will suggest the students or the personnel coming from the IT sector, they should improve on their programming language skills, as recently, due to the growing hostility against China, uh, among most of the Western world and including India. India has already banned all the Chinese apps. So this is the most opportune time wherein our IT and computer science experts can develop their programming skills and develop few apps and do their own startups. And our Prime Minister has started with the Atmanirbhar Bharat special package and given special place to MSMEs, wherein you can, and it is giving a boost to the MSMEs by providing a lot of loans and funding. So this is the time you can think of being a job giver instead of a job seeker. As far as the students coming from the commerce and management backgrounds, this is the time wherein you can improve on your technical skills and learn about digital marketing, e-commerce, SEO, SMOs, so that you can become more employable in the near future. And for all these things, you need to improve upon your technical skills. Now the question arises, how can I improve on my technical skills while sitting at home? So here I am. So first I will talk about what all technical skills, what all are technical skills. Basically, technical skills are the skills which are measurable and which can be learned through by doing various courses in your specialized area. As far as our commerce and management students are concerned, there are various courses, online courses available. uh, like you can do learn about GST transactions through Tally. Then you can do digital marketing course, e-commerce course, and then SEOs, SMOs course. And apart from that, National Stock Exchange is also providing online courses which you can register for, like if you are interested in derivatives, mutual funds, and the stock markets, like interest rate and time value of money, money and fixed income markets, government bonds, interest rate derivatives, interest rate futures in India, etc. Now the question arises, where will we find all these courses online? And where can we register it, and what are the best universities or best places wherein we can find these courses and improve on our technical skills? So these online courses are basically called MOOCs, or the Massive Open Online Courses, uh, which are available on various portals. One is the initiative of our government of India, that is SWAYAM, which has a link with NPTEL, which offers you a plethora of courses in various streams offered by the pioneer institutions of the country, like IITs and IIMs and NIITs, wherein you can register yourself free of cost and do that course and earn the certificate. Apart from that, there are various private portals also like Coursera, Udemy, Udacity, EDX, wherein you can find courses of the top universities of the world like Stanford, Harvard, uh, Boston, Princeton, and many more. Wherein you can register yourself and do a course, a technical course, which is mandatory or which is required, and will give you an extra edge to seek to help to improve your employability and seek your dream job. And apart from that, to improve your knowledge, definitely there are various free open resources also, because another problem we face is while sitting at home, if we want to study and we do not find much study material because the books are not available, we cannot go and go to the market and buy hard copies of the books, because then we will be throwing ourselves at risk of catching virus. So you can get into these free open resources like MIT offers open courseware, uh, which is free of cost and provides courses on various streams and various subjects, which you can download free of cost and study. uh, uh, Apart from that, as far as your technical skills are concerned and your soft skills are concerned, that is being taken care of. But to improve your employability, there is another thing which you can do online while sitting at home. This will help you uh, get connected with the top companies of India and abroad, and improve your employability skills. That is the employability test. There are various online employability tests being conducted, and these scores are definitely approved and accepted by many of the top organizations. Like MCAT is there, which accepts the and MCAT score is accepted by many top companies like Mindtree, Quicker, and Byju's, Accenture, CII. Then another test is e-litmus. E-litmus PH test is kind of a go-to test, especially for the students coming from IT, computer science, and engineering. If you acquire more than 80% of marks or a score in e-litmus, then definitely it gives you an edge and helps you seek a better job with a higher pay package ranging from 4 to 12 lakhs per annum. And the big companies like HP, Dell, Cisco, McAfee, Novell, and IBM, etc., accept these scores, test scores you acquire through e-litmus. Apart from that, we have CoCubes, Youth for Work, CET, and many more other tests available online, which will definitely enhance your employability and definitely help you seek the job you're looking for. uh, Apart from this, while studying or while doing your completing your academic degree, it is always suggestive that you should be doing some internship. In fact, for certain courses like engineering and the master's courses in business administration or computer applications, internships and summer trainings are mandatory. For this, I suggest two portals here, which are also encouraged by Skill India. That is the Internshala, and another one is Youth for Work. These two portals not just offers you the summer internships or the jobs or hands-on trainings. It also offers you the opportunity to work from home, which is very much required these days. And apart from that, these portals also help you register yourself for various MOOC courses, so that you can do online courses also through these portals. This is a short and crisp presentation from my side. So I give you my best wishes to stay safe and stay at home, but do not stay idle. keep on working hard to improve on your soft skills, your technical skills, and improve your employability and your visibility online, so that once we are out and we emerge as a winner from these COVID times, we are the most employable of the lot. Thank you so much.